Greetings, Marsh here, and welcome to episode 92 of my modded Factorio playthrough. So, now we have our blueprints. For our wall sections, and also for the gates, and any ammo we need and all that. So now the next step here is we need to go exploring. We need to site out where we're going to put these walls and calculate how many wall sections we're actually going to need to build. There's kind of no point in just building a bunch of stuff and building walls, because how do we know how much we need? We're guaranteed not to guess correctly. Guaranteed. So why not plan it out exactly? At least this way we're confirming that we need 2 trips. One to plan and one to execute, rather than untold number of trips guessing a bunch. Let's see. Yeah, we kind of have a lot of junk in the inventory, but it doesn't really matter. And probably should grab a bunch more ammo too. Because not only, and that's a lot of ammo, but we're gonna need it. Not only do we need to fill up a wall with ammo, but we're gonna actually have to kill a lot of biters too. So, let's get to business. Doesn't really matter where we go, but for now, how about let's go out here. What we're gonna be looking for, it's kind of like I explained down here, but we're gonna look for a choke point, a small choke point that's convenient. And we're also going to keep in mind about what resources we're claiming. We want to try to claim as many resources as possible while having a nice, easily defended choke point. I was just thinking before we leave, although I don't want to shoot too many biters right now, because there's kind of no point in killing all the nests until we've walled off the base, because otherwise we can kill the nests and then they might form more before the walls are completed. But nonetheless, we should probably build some more armor, because you'd be surprised how many armors you go through. Now, the interesting thing about armor is, you see how there's a 1 there? Well, just like the 1 next to the steel axe and ammo, you can actually stack armor, which is really convenient. So let's stack a total of about like 5. What are we short on? Steel? Probably should build some steel axes too, just because. But there we go. So now we've got lots of armor and lots of ammo, so we should be good, hopefully. And lots of space. Hopefully we have all the resources we need to completely explore and plan all of these wall sections. Although, since we're using this road right here, we might as well take this as an opportunity to put all the concrete down. There we go. Do we have any actual concrete? Yes. Let's always use the concrete first, since it can only be used for these roads. But the bricks get used on buildings and stuff. There we go. Get rid of all of those. And go for a walk. Although it doesn't change the speed of vehicles much compared to standard bricks, it certainly makes walking faster. It's very fast on concrete. Okay. Boom. Lots of bricks. And the lonely walk back. It's taking forever. Wow. It's like, once things get so far apart like that, it's an easy lesson in why we need to plan as carefully as possible while we're at the base before we go running around on construction projects, because, man, it gets boring when you forget all the resources you need and have to go back and with Bobs and Angels, especially with Bobs, because there's so many tiers of machines, and Angels too, really, it's not as simple as, you know, having some robots fill up a train full of all the things you need, and then the train just delivers you your parts when you need more. It's not quite that simple with these mods. You kind of need to handcraft a lot of things for quite a long time. So it's very frustrating when you forget something and you forget to bring it. So let's start our, I say prospecting, but we're not really doing that. That might be confusing because of the actual prospector mod. But let's say scouting. We want to scout up here. And protecting the trees isn't particularly important anymore, because there's not going to be any biters to care about the pollution. But we do kind of want to at least try to protect resources a little bit, and specifically don't run into any biter bases. I want to avoid at all costs actually fighting unnecessary biters until we've walled off the place. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of scouting, going up and down, up and down. Whoop, biter base right there. Uh-oh. See, that's a problem with keeping repair packs inside the truck, is that every time you hit something, a robot jumps out to fix it, and then he gets left behind because he's so slow. There we go. Okay, so there's a biter base right there. Oh, biter base up top, too. Just run through these trees. Sploosh. But, you notice, might be easier to see on the map, we've got a nice choke point right here. Alright, I'm going to get out. There we go, just to make less noise. Also, what resources are we going to wall off here? We've got a pretty good rubite patch, 462k. Ooh, a 3.5 million crotinium, that's really good. Oh, another big rubite patch. See, it's interesting, the patches, a smaller patch might actually have more ore in it, so don't assume just because it's a big patch. Ooh, that's a big bobmonium. 1.9 million. Ooh, 3.1 million rubite. So we've got a big bobmonium patch, a big crotinium patch, and a big rubite patch. So this is a fantastic place to block off because these are all very desirable. You know, we've got... See how big that patch is? Just doesn't have as much, but those are still good patches to keep. So this is a good place to wall, but unfortunately, I think if we wall right here, or at least if we start cutting these trees down, these biters are going to immediately come after us, so I think we need to kill the biters now. I don't think there's any way around it. Uh-oh. Also, probably should get the fish. Might need them. I'm going to need to check to see if we've upgraded our shooting. It certainly looks like it's going very quickly. So I get the feeling we've upgraded our shooting as much as we can, but nonetheless, just to make sure we're not wasting ammo, because it takes quite a bit, even with the upgrades, with the machine gun, to actually kill the biters, at least the biter nests. Whoa. I want to make sure we've done all the upgrades, since we don't really have any... Oh no, reinforcements! We don't have all of the, or since we've done all of the research, and we're kind of not doing any research right now, so if there is any other research we could do, this is the perfect time to do it, since we've got nothing better to do with our research. Yeah, see, here's kind of the problem with shooting biter bases before you've walled off, is see how they kind of run away? Like, then you might have biters running around inside your base if you haven't killed them all. So you kind of want to avoid this if possible. But that was especially close. I think they would have come after our robots if we would have used them right there. So quick check. Hopefully you don't get attacked. Bullet damage requires military packs And shooting speed is military pack, so we have upgraded as much as we can, which is good. Okay. Oop. Here's some biters from the other side of the perspective wall, but alright, might as well cut these trees down because we're gonna have to for our wall, so it's not exact, it doesn't really matter. Let's just do that. So, how many wall sections? Well, you see, this one fits, so now it's actually a port of one, not a full one, but let's just say one. Uh-oh. Don't attack my robots. I love them and they love me. I will defend them. So we need a portion of one, but let's just say one. Because dealing with portions of one would be kind of dumb. Because we wouldn't really know. And I'm not concerned about a couple of extra parts left over. So we go to the map. And let's put a thing right here. Let's just say wall. Just 1/1. I guess the 1 in the beginning is for the sections, and then the 1 here stands for the gate. I know it's kind of obligatory since there's going to only be one gate, but just to remind me. Now, how many patterns for power are we going to need for one wall section like that? Well, we've calculated that a wall section is 210 kilowatts plus 450 for the gate. So that's 660 times 1.43. So we need 943.8. Each solar pattern is 1090, so we need one, which makes sense. Just fits nicely this time around. So we'll go back here, kind of adjust this and say 111. Section gate power. I don't know. It's not that important. And any others that are 111 will just be like that without needing us to calculate it again. And that's basically what we do. So now we know how much we need for this. And then kind of it's going to be repeating the same thing, but we're going to go around our base and look for good places to put walls. So now we're going to go up here. This looks like a good spot, but who knows, maybe that's going to be a good spot. We need to explore this continent right here to determine where the wall should actually be. So let's get to it and try not to get attacked. Try not to hit trees. But in the end, who cares? We're going to have so many trees. In the end, it's not that important. Okay, so keep going straight. I'm just hitting everything. Whoa! I kill those now. The roaming biter attack party. Those are probably the leftovers from that base. Let's see, where's the fish? Nom nom nom. And we keep going. Ah, I broke another rock. So you see just like how long it takes to move around, even with a truck here, that having to do this any more than is necessary is just a huge time sink. So, and we will be building rails and trains to make moving around easier, but that's later. It's not right now. We need to know where the walls of our base are first before we can figure out where the tracks should go. So, no, I chose a bad direction. Boom, boom, boom. Ouch, what happened? I must have hit something really hard. It caused that much damage to the truck. Must have been like a huge rock or something. Back to the base. Try to not destroy something important. Oh. Alright, we needed to fix that, which we can do with a landfill. Just kind of do that, and now we should be able to... Let's make the pattern smaller. Should be able to... Oh, nope, we got one more. There we go, just so it's out of range. Excellent. Now we have a perfectly straight concrete road. And I like perfectly straight. That is a thick forest right there. Bulldozer time. Okay, so there's a small biter nest right there. So we need to determine how big this continent is and where the ideal wall should be. And also, kind of, are there any resource patches worthy of claiming? Having extra space is nice for the factory, which is kind of specifically why we're doing this. But the real important thing is the resources. It'd be real sad to block off an important large patch of resources just on the other side of the wall. But yeah, let's see. This is looking like a pretty big continent. That is a small patch. A small but dense patch of sapphirite. I don't think it's really that worthy. It's 1.3 million. It's not a whole lot on this continent. There's kind of a selection of places to wall, so we're kind of at a choice here. We could claim this by putting a wall here and kind of walling off here, or we can just give up on it and wall here, and this is one wall section instead of many, or one completed wall, and also just less wall sections overall. So let's just place it here. Since we're here, we might as well drag out the position of the wall. Even if we're not necessarily cutting all the trees down immediately, at least it'll just remind me where the wall should be. I don't know, something like that. Seems like there's kind of a couple choices on the wall position, but let's just put it up here. Okay. So we need to switch this to the horizontal, and let's kind of place them. It's not perfect. We're not actually going to place them. We're just kind of guessing. So like 1, 2. I'm just looking at the trees to kind of guess this. 3, 4, and a tiny little bit. I hate to call that 5 just because of this. So let's say 4. So let's go to the map and say wall 4. Yeah, I don't want to put all those characters there. I'm gonna type them off. I already forgot what I did. So let's say 4, 1. And how much power is that going to be? We could calculate the power later, I suppose, but we're already here. So 210 times 4 plus 450 is 1290 times 1.43, which is 1844. That's 2 power sections. So that's 4 wall sections, 1 gate like every wall is going to have, and 2 power patterns. Confirm. Alright. Kind of worried that I'm like, okay, let's go to the next section, but then robots are gonna jump out. There they go. Yep, there they go. There they go, there they go. Alright, let's stop here. let the robots come back and repair the truck. Why not? Where to go from here? Well, there's lots of biters out here. I don't really want a wall there. Some decent resources. Ooh, 3.4 million coal. That's really useful. Definitely want that coal. So, probably we're going to check over here. I mean, we kind of want to claim a fairly large section of Biter Planet here. So, we don't want to be lazy and just put walls like right there, because then what's the point? It's not that much bigger of a base than we already have. So, alright, let's see. Where's the straggler robots? These guys, because I knew there'd be some that were going to be out of power. Come on, I'll help you. Alright, pick up those annoying 6 extras. And off to the next section. So yeah, you're probably seeing, oh wow, that's gonna take forever to go around your base, and it kind of does, and it's kind of why I'm trying to plan this as carefully as possible, just because, and I've done it before, and I just know that if you don't do this efficiently, man, it takes forever. Just so much back and forth driving around. And let's try not to get attacked by those biters. And the name of the game of Factorio is automation and playing it smart. Not being dumb. So I want to try to be smart. I want to pretend to be smart if I can. So we continue to scout. Alright, let's see if we can avoid those biters there. Let's see what is beyond this coal patch. Oh, there's biters there too. To see if we have something we can defend. Alright, so that's kind of a choke point, not really. Okay, we've got a pretty big stereotype patch here. Ooh, 1.6 million. That's pretty big. Is that our biggest patch yet? So far it seems like it. This is probably worthy of keeping if we can. We've kind of got a split Givelite patch here. Is that any good? Not really. This continent is kind of disappointing. There's no obvious choke point. So let's push it further and see what the continent looks like. If we take it beyond, is that actually cold? Nope, that's just no snow. Okay, we got a base right there. Whoa, that's a pretty big base. Oh no! Ah, man, they move fast. Ah! Oh, they must be trying to like start a new base or something. Oh, they're strong too. Ugh. That's gonna be a hard base to kill. Hey. No one goes home. Yeah. That's a real big base. Ah, there's more of them. Ah! Oh, there's more. Wow. They keep coming. Wow. Yeah. I wonder if they're trying to start a new base or something, and that's why they keep sending reinforcements. But I think we're just going to have to wall off right here and just kind of deal with it. I don't think we can fight that base. We do have a limit to how much we can do, so we need to wall here. But it can't be too close to that base, otherwise they're just going to keep attacking. So let's maybe put the wall down here. Maybe see if we can just barely wall off. Wall off these resources, so... So probably like all the way down here. Something like this. So we have our 1, 2, 3. Walking in the snow is slow. 4. Actually, probably just the 4. And then we'll come down here. So, 5. 6. And 7. So just about exactly 7. I'm not really worried about these lithio waters. We might not have quite enough resources if we plan slightly incorrectly, but that's actually okay because it means we'll only have one wall we'll have to go to fix. So it won't be too bad. So that's 7 wall sections. How many do we do over here? 4. So wall 7, 1. How much power does 7 wall sections need? It's probably going to be 4 panels or 4 groupings. And again, the reason why we need so much power, is it in here? Yeah, it's because these roboports, they just take so much power. It's like a shocking amount of power. It's kind of annoying. But 210 times 7 plus our gate of 450 is 1920 times 1.43 is 2.7 megawatts, or that's 3 power sections. So /3. And we move onwards to the south. I'm not sure where the next wall is going to be because we can't see. It all depends. Is there a continent here? Is there a continent here? Dunno. We need to go down and check it. That's all the time we have for today. We'll get to part 2 of scouting for walls on the next episode. Thanks for watching.